Hello everyone. So we have studied the different parts of a flower. Now we will go separately to a male flower and a female flower. The first picture that I've pasted here, this is a male flower. So if we know the different parts of a flower, we can see that here this is the anther and the filament. So we can see all anthers and filaments here, but we cannot see any part here. We can't see the stigma, style and ovary here. Let me take the other color so that it's clear to you. Okay, so this part here, the ovary part is missing. So in the male flower, we just have the male parts, which are anther and the filament. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 anthers. Okay, we have 8 anthers and 8 filaments, whereas there is no ovary. Since the female part is missing here in the flower, in this flower, we call this flower as a male flower. Yeah, so a male flower here. Now moving to the female flower. If you look at this flower here, for this I'll use another color. This flower here, only this part is present. Only the ovary is present. So we have the stigma, we have the style and we have the ovary. We can neither see the anther here nor do we see the filament. So basically we just have the female parts present in this picture. So this is a female flower. So the flower that we have studied is called a bisexual. Bi means two. So both male and female sexes are present in one flower, which is a bisexual flower. So male flower, female flower and bisexual flower. So that is why we started with a bisexual flower, so that you know all the different parts in a flower. So if you see this flower, you can see the male parts, which are the anther and the filament. You can see the female parts, which are the stigma, style and the ovary. Yeah, all these parts are present in a bisexual flower. Now why we are doing this is because in the next video we will study about pollination, and for pollination it is important for us to know the female and male parts of a flower and the different kinds of flowers which are present. I am repeating once again, we have male flowers where only the male parts are present. Then we have the female flowers where only the female parts are present. Okay, so like we can say that the androecium is present in the male flower, gynoecium is present in the female flower, and in the bisexual flower we have both the androecium and the gynoecium. Both are present. Now if we look at the calyx and corolla, which are the outer whorls, two whorls, calyx, sepals, corolla, petals. Both these are present in these flowers. Even in a male flower they will be present, and a female flower also they will be present. So the difference here will be, in the male flower we will have calyx, we will have corolla. Okay, that means we will have sepals here, we will have petals here. Okay, and the third whorl that we will have will be the androecium. So one whorl will be absent in a male flower. Similarly, in a female flower we will have calyx, that is the sepals, we will have corolla, those are the petals, and we will have the gynoecium. Yeah, so we will have the gynoecium. Again, in a female flower we will have three whorls, androecium is missing here and gynoecium is missing here. Whereas if we look at the bisexual flower, in a bisexual flower we will have all the four whorls. Okay, so we need to know this difference before we move on to the pollination. That's it for this video.